Today is Friday, and I told you I was going to give you guys an updated house tour. It's mostly finished. When is my house ever finished though? I'm always doing new things to it. I'm always rearranging things. I just rearranged our bedroom and I'm really loving it. And if you watch the vlogs, you'll just see things change. Like this summer, I want to paint some stuff, and we're getting a fridge this weekend, like a full-size fridge. So you'll see little things like that. But this is our house tour, updated house tour of our one-bedroom apartment. So let's get started. I'm going to start from our front door. This is our door that you come in. So I will stand by it. You'll notice the lock we have, because we're totally separated, and so this just helps keep privacy and helps keep the kids from going upstairs. Okay, so when you first walk in, you kind of run into our little homeschool space. I'm just going to move over here. So here's the front door, and this is our little school space. Got all our school supplies and board games, and then just Cody's comic book collection and stuff like that. Dog bed just right there for now. I never know where to put this thing because it's so huge, so it kind of travels all over the floor. And of course, she's laying on the floor beside it. Dogs. This is Cody's little office space and desk space. It's super messy right now because he's out of town and usually he cleans it. But I'm not going to touch his space. So Emmy's just doing some online school game stuff. And as you start to swing towards the left, you come into our little kitchen area. This was a bar that we kind of converted into a kitchen. So right now we're using 2 mini fridges, and it works quite well. Because our house is all one fluid space, I never really know what direction to go. So off our kitchen you have our table. There's our stove. This is where we'll be putting our fridge. It's just my little cooking space, and then you just keep swinging around, and here's our living room. And then behind the couch we have this little nook with Emmy's Barbie area and Barbie collection, and then the little guinea pig's house. That's where we keep our pigs. Our house is not big, so I'll go in and show you a little more detail. Let's walk into the kitchen. So when you come around this side, there's just a little opening here. I've got my dinner stuff out for dinner. Okay, it's messy back here because I just haven't cleaned it. And my poor plant, I don't know what happened to it. I'm trying to revive it here in mid-sun. This is our kitchen. Again, excuse the mess. I just had an opportunity to film this. I don't think my house is ever 100% clean, but it doesn't look like a bomb enough, so I'm just gonna do this now, and you just get a really lived-in home to look at. Just did all our dishes. So if you notice, we don't have a dishwasher, so we do everything, all our dishes by hand. These are our 2 mini fridges that we are about to replace. I've got lots of counter space, which is nice. I keep a water cooler in here, and this is just kind of the main area, I guess. What I've done, a lot of people are really curious with the kitchen storage and food storage, so I'll kind of show you a little bit. We just have shelves for dishes right now. We put in some open shelving. I want to fix this a little bit more this summer. We'll see what happens. I've got all my utensils on the wall. Cody built me those. Not much to look at here. This is just my stove and oven, and that's just where I keep all my tea and coffee and beverages. My little meal plan board and all that good stuff. Okay, so here's our living room. It's just a living room. There's not much to explain here. Keyboard, fireplace, which is nice. Sometimes it does get a little chilly here. I really like to take advantage of the vertical space. We hang all of our longboards and everything, and try and do that. This is going to be a little photo project that I keep not doing, so just ignore that. Emmy's Barbie house, and like you saw, the guinea pigs. That's where they hang out. Okay, so once you swing around out of the kitchen, out of this area, this is a closet right here beside our front door, and this is my pantry. This is where I keep all the food and all sorts of stuff like that. Now, it's half storage and then half pantry, and then we use the laundry room for storage as well. I will oh, Grayson's going to show you. I actually, last time I went to Costco, kind of just threw everything in there, so it's super messy, but I'll show you anyway. I just have a shelf in there. You have a granola bar. You can eat that if you want. Oh, he's just showing you his granola bars in general. I just have like a divider right now. Like, it's this needs some spring cleaning for sure. Some love. Just got like my glove storage right here for scarves and winter gear. But this is my pantry basically. I just keep all of the stuff I don't use immediately. Like all my tea stuff and whatnot stays out there. And butters and the whatnot. But this is just like my bulk pantry area. And as you see, I just threw it all in there. So, but thankfully I can just shut the door. Okay, so I'm just using the front door as a base. Here's the front door. So this is where we just hang our jackets and stuff. We keep our shoes out here. Again, don't need to show you because it's really messy. It's just stairs up to the very front outside door. And then, so the kids actually have like a rack down there, their height. And then Cody and I put our jackets up there. And coming down into this little hallway, when you just hang a right, here is our downstairs bathroom. It's nothing amazing. It's not bathroom day, so it's not clean. The way, if you notice, there's no shower in there, like I said previously, and if you watch, then you probably know. We also have one bathroom upstairs. We use the main, like, guest bath as our bathroom, and that has a bathtub and shower. And that's our bathroom. So that's the only reason we ever go upstairs into Cody's parents' house is to use our bathroom, and it's just for showers or baths. So there's that. Coming out of there, this is our laundry room right here. And it's just like really, we use it as storage. It's got our furnace and our hot water tank in it. And a washer and dryer. Like I said, it's just storage in our big deep freeze. So there's nothing really special to look at in there. But it is a big room, which is nice. So it holds a lot of storage.
That's my dinosaur backpack.
That is your dinosaur backpack. From the bathroom, laundry room, you turn to your left and you come into the bedroom. Now, how this worked is we've split the bedroom into 2 bedrooms because it was very big. And this is how we function as a family of 4 in a 1-bedroom apartment. So, this first half is the kids. So I just rearranged this. It's as clean as kids clean their room. So coming in from the door, there's a little kitchen, and I use the curtain as like a wall on both sides so we don't open it or anything. I can just close it all the way for our door. Mine and Cody's. You spin around, they've got some toy storage, their dress up clothes, and we have I get a lot of questions about this bed. This is a IKEA Cura bed. And it can be flipped as a single bed, or you can just put a mattress on the floor and use it as a short bunk bed. Or a loft bed. We love it, love it, love it. It's perfect for little ones this age, because even if they fell off the top, it's not going to be anything horrible. We did move our beds. So Emmy sleeps on the top, and there's Grayson's little bunk on the bottom. This little nightstand table. A big mirror that can't leave the wall. This is like really old. So, it's from the farm, from Cody's parents' farm, so it just chills out on the wall. I keep like their extra teddy bears, some spare toys, and their dresser. I'm going to put up a hanging thing for their hanging clothes. I just haven't gotten to that little project yet. And that's the kids' room. And then, so you go through the kids' room into our room now. And now, just on the right-hand side is my desk office area.
Mom,
where I do all my stuff. Turning over. This is Cody and I's closet where we keep our dresser, and again, I have to do the closet shuffle. If you saw in the laundry room, all the clothes hanging above the washer and dryer. Those are our clothes right now. But since we switched sides of the room, we get to have the closet back, which will be very nice. It's pretty big in there. It's just like, there's nothing to show you in there. And this is our bed space. I have to move the kid's moon off the wall still, but it's like anchored in there weird, so I think Cody might have to do that. This is our bed, Cody and I's. Then I just have, this is kind of just my craft stuff and like some technology cords and whatnot. Keep our Wii U right there and all that fun stuff. Okay, you guys, so that's our house. I'm not going to show you the bathroom upstairs because it's just a bathroom with a bathtub and shower. It's just, that's it. So I figured I would take this second here to kind of answer a few frequently asked questions that I get about our living situation. A lot of people are really curious about what it's like to live with your in-laws. I know that doesn't sound like a super great time for some people. But we actually get along with Cody's parents super great. They're awesome people. A lot of people want to know what it's like, how we don't step on each other's toes, and this is the solution we've made, is to make sure that we don't get in each other's way living in the same house, is we've made downstairs into like a full apartment. It might not be like fully done, and it wasn't like done with the intention of obviously being a second home, but we've made it work the best that we can right now. But the biggest way it's worked is that we've made it completely separate, like, so we don't need to go upstairs at all unless we need a shower or a bath, and even then it's just like we just go to the bathroom. So like there's no interaction, we're not sharing any spaces. So when we did share a big living area, like a kitchen, that was really hard and it was difficult, and I would not be able to do that. I'm just not good at sharing my space with people. I like to do things, like I like to run the house like Cody and I's way, you know, if that makes sense. So that was really difficult, and that's why we made the decision to either move or like make this down here work. And so we made it work, and it's actually worked really well, especially now that we have a full stove. We didn't have an oven and a stove for a long time. We used like electric elements just on the counter, and that was interesting. But it's changed so much since we got the stove. It's like made a world of a difference, and I'm sure it will help having a full-size fridge. That will be amazing, because I've been using mini fridges for like 3 years. No, but now that we don't share a main living space, it's totally fine. We live very different lifestyles. His parents work full-time and Cody works full-time, so I'm like, everybody is on different schedules, but like we almost never see them. We're almost never home at the same time. Like if we're gonna get together with them, we plan it out usually, because we're all busy doing our own lives and we just don't really get in the way of each other, if that makes sense. Like I think we all just kind of make like a conscious choice and effort to like let each other live their lives, and that makes a big difference. And even as far as yard space goes, we don't really go in the backyard unless we're going to have like a fire pit or something. It's more adult centered back there, and so we just fenced off the front yard, and that's where we have the kids' playset and everything, and they just play out in the front, so it's kind of like our yard and their yard in a way, so that helps too. I also get asked a lot like how I get along with Cody's parents, especially living in the same house. We get along great. Like I said, we just don't step on each other's toes on purpose. Like we just live, like we don't see them very often. I don't think, like we see them more if we did not live in the same house. We didn't see each other super often when we didn't live in the same house. Sorry for all the little jump cuts in this end portion of the video. I keep getting interrupted because the kids are awake, so okay. Yeah, so like I said, I get along great with Cody's parents. There's nothing really to say there. We're a really close family, but everybody kind of like just does their own thing. So it works out for everybody. For example, this past week Cody's been gone, and I have not seen Cody's parents at all. Not one. Last night I was cleaning the bathroom at like 9:30 at night, and Cody's mom walked by on her way to bed, and we said hello to each other, and that was it. Like I don't know, we just don't really bump into each other that much. We also, as you see, or as you saw earlier, we have like a deadbolt on the door, and like so our door fully locks and stuff. The deadbolt being high up is for Grayson, so when he was little, and even now, so he doesn't just like walk up there randomly whenever he wants. Like I feel like the way this works for us, and especially like Cody and I's personality and the way we like to have our privacy, and I'm sure Cody's parents like to have their privacy too. The way this works is like we have to treat it like two separate homes, or it doesn't work. Like if we treat it like all one home we can all fluidly go into, that's when it's like it gets messy and annoying, and just people need their space and their privacy. And so we've really you just set some boundaries, and then it makes it good for everybody. Like the kids don't get to just like run up there whenever they want. Well, they're eating dinner or something. So, but the nice thing about it though is they're here. Like they're not missing out on their grandkids growing up or anything, and they like our kids get the benefit of having grandparents in their lives all the time whenever they want, which is really, really, really special. And we feel super, super fortunate that we get to live a life like this. Sometimes we get the question of like, but why? Why do you live here? For us, we were downsizing because we lived in like a big 4-bedroom. It was lovely, but it was huge and we didn't need the space. We downsized to a townhouse. We were renting, and our landlord was it was his first renting experience, and he was very inexperienced and unprofessional, and it was really frustrating. So we ended up just like, and it was still too big too. Like, we still didn't use all the space, and so Cody's dad was like, why don't you guys just move in? Like, just move in with us. Like, why are you renting and everything? So we thought about it, and finally we were like, okay, let's do it. And we've been here since. Another reason is like, it's obviously a lot cheaper than renting. Like, we don't live in the cheapest area. If you're unfamiliar, there's just like, I'm sure in the States, there's a lot of places in Canada that are more expensive or less expensive. Alberta, especially Calgary area, is a pretty pricey place to live. So housing costs, and then like the fact that we have a big dog, and a lot of rentals don't accept pets, let alone a big pet. So it just like worked out for everybody. And we will probably continue living here as long as everybody is happy with the situation. And we always like get together and meet up kind of with Cody's parents and kind of just check base at where everybody's feeling, making sure this is still working for everybody and everybody's feeling happy. If there's a problem that comes up, we discuss it. So it just works. I know it's different, and it's definitely not everybody's cup of tea, but we want to live a life that we don't have to worry too much about our home. We want a home base that we can make cozy and lovely, but we also want to be able to like take off an adventure, especially now that kids are getting older. We can start doing that. Living here saves us tons of money and gives us a lot more experience and like life experiences and opportunities, and it gives us opportunities to do things and have things with the kids that maybe we wouldn't be able to do unless we lived here. So it's just a really lovely thing. And my biggest thing is I always just try to make wherever we are home. And I've just tried to make this space really cozy for what it is. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. So we really like it, and it feels like home. And I love that when you walk into our space, it feels like a different home. Like there's energy about it. So that's what I really like wanted to do. I like to make spaces ours. I've also been asked like when we plan to leave, and there's no solid answer to that. It's just like if we feel like it, if we see an opportunity or something, then we would leave. Or if it wasn't working out anymore, we would leave. Like, we're not living here because, and I think this is like not a very common misconception with this situation, but I know there are like some like snotty people that are like, oh, you guys are just poor, so you're living with Cody's parents. And I'm like, no. We could move out and move somewhere else. This just works, and it's nice, and there's a lot of benefits to it, and so we're just staying. And Cody and I thrive and strive to live a more simplistic life. Try not to get too caught up in stuff so that we can be more caught up in living life. Getting all philosophical on you, but you know what I mean. So that's been really nice. A lot of people at the beginning especially wanted to know like how living in a 1-bedroom with your children affected your marriage and stuff, but it doesn't, honestly. Like there's no difference, guys. I mean, I don't even know how to answer that question. It's like, yeah, maybe small, but I mean, there's some creative solutions. I don't know how to answer that one. It just doesn't. We're fine. So yeah, okay, those are all the questions I can think of off the top of my head. I keep getting interrupted, so I do have to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this and it shone a little bit of light. It's just like one of those alternative living situations that people have, except for ours is a little less extreme. Like, we can't buy a school bus and turn that into a house, even though I would totally do that. We can't right now because Cody has to have a place close to work that doesn't move. So, but yeah, this is just, it works for us. We love it, and it's a really beautiful experience and a lovely way for us to live. And so I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our tiny, humble abode. See you guys next time. And